You're all right. Get up.
Joy here. Rachel and I would like to welcome you to You're All Right, Get Up, a podcast full of laughter, personal stories, encouragement, and often a show about living life. As a disclaimer, our podcast does not offer professional therapy or treat illness. We are a motivational supporting podcast sharing our life experiences, stories, and laughter.
And we encourage you to check out our website, allrightgetup.com, for a chance to win prizes and to shop online. Each week, we're going to ask our listeners a random question, and we'd love for you to participate by entering your responses on our website by going down to the answer button and entering your response there. So this week's question is, what age do you stop using birthday candles? Because I feel like at a certain age, it just becomes like an insult to the person.
It's like, give me Roman numerals.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I have my age now in my mind. So what do you think?
Kind of like the Roman numeral idea.
That's going to take off.
Maybe, you know what? I actually like this even better while I stumble over myself here. A question mark.
Yes.
It's like a candle that's
Two.
just a question mark.
I would like 2. It's like, oh, or maybe 3.
Right.
Like, ooh, that really
Ooh.
signifies curiosity.
Question mark, ...
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I would think, and 2, just an idea for people to absorb. I didn't really think of it until I watched an episode of Monk. Love that show.
Oh, me too.
I wish they
yeah.
would do like Where Are We Now, Monk, and do a little
Right.
movie where he doesn't like it because they're blowing out the candles and all that spittle goes everywhere.
Yes.
And I think he's got saran wrap over the cake itself,
Uh-huh.
so that when they blow out the candles, it won't get all over the cake.
Yeah.
I think there should be like a candle cake. Just think about it.
What a great idea.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, another trademark here.
Yeah,
Come
that-
on.
I mean, this is where entrepreneurs
Yes.
get lots
Yes.
of ideas from us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Most people do the cupcake, right?
Mhm.
You put the candle on it or whatever, let them blow that out and then have a cake for everybody. We've done that before. I've also seen people just use a piece of paper.
Oh, wow.
Now, I think that's probably pandemic times more than anything, but
We did the app
yeah.
where you
Oh,
pulling up
yeah,
the
yeah.
app with the candle.
yeah.
It's not the
Absolutely.
same. You should have a little bit of smoke.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of smoke. Come on.
For my mom's birthday one year, and it wasn't being funny.
Mm-hmm.
We brought out the cake and we were in our dining room and it set off the smoke alarm.
Oh, no.
And us as young individuals had to pick us up off the ground to continue our celebration while she was mad for the rest of the evening. Because for
Oh,
years
boy.
to come, that would be our
Right.
measuring
Yeah.
place. Did you set off the smoke alarm? No, she
Right,
did.
Right.
She's giving you that mom look that shuts you down. Like, shut up. So, what age do you think?
Oh, my goodness. I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna go with a magic number. Here's what I say: magic number in my mind, right? Because it's not gonna be an even number.
Oh, okay.
39.
Okay. What prompted 39?
Well, because most people when they turn 40 are already going, "Oh my gosh, I'm turning 40."
Yay.
It's never oh my goodness, I'm turning 39, or yeah. So it's usually the 40 thing.
'Cause
you
you're-
know?
it's a
I think it's
milestone.
right.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think that's part of the thinking. And then, I think at that point is where probably most people start thinking, I don't really need candles, or just get me numbers. Stop putting all the candles all the way around the cake. So yeah, I don't know. I
Okay.
think that's why. Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm going to say the last age is 48.
48.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Why the magic 48?
Because traditionally there's 24 candles in a pack.
That's good thinking.
So-
just put the pack on there and light the pack, right?
Yeah, exactly. So now when you're at an age where you now have to require somebody to purchase multiple packs,
Right.
I feel like two pack limit.
That's a
So
good
once you
point.
do 48, you don't have to worry about like, and like when you go, 52,
Yeah.
then it's like you have to buy 3 packs, and
Yeah.
now you're left with this extra candles that you put in a drawer, and you think, okay, I have some candles for next year, and I got to remember how many's left in the pack. I'm like 20 are left, and then you go to find them next year. I'm like, hey, where'd you do with those candles? And you never find them. So now you don't have to worry about your excess candles. You just 48. It's a magic number.
Right. So how did the candle really get started? Does anybody know? I mean, do you have?
No, but that's
Yeah.
some great. I love trivia like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would love if somebody has any idea of how the birthday candle really got started. Who came up with the idea? Was it some tradition, maybe from a different country, maybe from here? I don't know. Yeah, if you guys have any insight on that, if you look that up, you want to email it to us or share it at info@allrightgetup.com. We'd love to hear what you got to say about it. We'll share it on our podcast.
I never thought about the origins of that.
Yeah,
They
that's
could make
great.
an Origins Marvel movie out of it.
Yeah.
I know that was weak. Sorry, that was weak.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. Oh, well, I love trivia too. I think it's really cool to kind of find out things that we don't know anything about. Maybe we're just curious about, interested in. And matter of fact, we should do a podcast about that sometime and just have a trivia session. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
we'll just come up with some good trivia. Kind of share that with listeners and see where it goes. I don't know. We may have some call-ins. What do you think? I think we should call some people in and be like, "Hey, phone a friend." I mean, right?
I would love to
What
be-
are you doing?
I would love to put people on the spot and be like, put your
Right.
phone down. You can't Google this.
Right.
Where do you think
right.
the tradition of blowing out the birthday candles came from?
Exactly.
I just looked it up, so I do know.
okay,
But I'm
yeah,
not
you
going to
wanna
share it. No, I'm not sharing it.
Okay,
I want
alright.
people to be curious and
Okay,
use their Google capabilities
all right.
or Microsoft Edge.
Nice. Yeah, you gotta include Edge there too. Don't forget about them.
I had a mentor in high school, and
Yeah.
he told me about the kind of the life cycle with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
I found it to be very true. Because when I was a kid, I thought my parents were superheroes. I thought my dad, there was nobody on this earth that could hit a baseball further than he could. It's like he's the
Right.
strongest man I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then my mom, I thought she was just beautiful.
Right.
And then he said, you go through that, and then unfortunately go through a stage where you think your parents are just out of touch and not good things.
Yeah.
Not hateful or anything like
Oh,
that. to a
sure,
degree,
sure,
But,
but-
you just kind of think of your parents as not cool or not with the
Well,
times.
Maybe sometimes they might smother you a little. Maybe they're trying to guide you or tell you things, but then you go through that phase where you feel like you know everything.
Yeah, you go
all
through-
kids do that. You know.
you go through that teenage years
Yeah.
where
yeah.
you suddenly think that you have lived enough of life to know
Right.
the right decisions for yourself. Your brain's still developing.
Right.
That's what I'm blaming on. So he's like, you go through that life, that stage, and then you kind of start to realize how much knowledge that your parents have.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I ended up doing that. And I was kind of a sarcastic teenager
I think we all
Yeah.
we all can say that.
that
for
had
sure.
that mouth, and then as you continue to age, and
Yeah.
then you start to, like I said, you realize how much knowledge and experience they have and how they're trying not to, they want you to not have to make the same mistakes they've made, and,
Yeah.
learn from them and
Mm-hmm.
kind of help guide you, as you said. And so that's kind of like what happened with my mom. We kind of fought a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I became a young adult, and we ended up working at the same company together. So we
Oh, awesome.
got to spend a lot of time with each other
Mm-hmm.
through work. And then we did scrapbooking together, and we took girls' trips, and what else? Shopping, of course,
Right.
vacation, all
Yep.
kinds of things. I guess that's on a girls' trip. But, we spent a lot of time. And I remember, like, as a teenager, her always saying that she knew about things. And I just could not believe her.
But you're my mom.
She
It's
was like, to me, Snow White.
yeah.
You know, like, just had no idea that there's an evil side of life, or that
Yeah.
there's a wild side. And so she would try to convince me as a 14-year-old, I know these things. No, you don't. You're so uncool. You know, you drip uncoolness. As I'm a young adult, I'm thinking, maybe she did dance on the wild side a little bit. Maybe she did do a little jig over there, that side of the tracks.
Yeah.
We decided to take a girls' trip
Mm-hmm.
together. We went to actually the Smoky Mountains,
Oh, nice.
Tennessee. Gorgeous
I love
place.
the Smokies.
Yeah. And, you know, they've got different shopping malls out there.
Mm-hmm.
We used to just, her and I go.
Yeah.
I had the bright idea of bringing my husband along.
Now, how could you do that?
You know, because we're used to, like, even though we're going to a very
Yeah.
beautiful place, and I do like the outdoors, I do like to shop too.
Mm-hmm.
So in the past, we would do probably 98% shopping. Because I remember one trip, we're leaving, and I was like, hey, you think maybe we ought to go through the state park one time? You know, we've been here this whole week and haven't even, like, entered any natural habitat whatsoever.
Yeah.
So this is a trip, you know, we try to do more things that were related to the park and this sightseeing. It's our last day. We're going to go shopping, and then we're going to leave. Go to the shopping mall that's on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it was less crowded that day. It was a great idea. And I love shoes.
Mhm.
Not as much as I used to. I love shoes, watches, jackets, purses.
Yeah.
I was big into those. Got to have lots of. And so we're going to go into the shopping center and go shopping. And we park right in front of the shoe store. And they're having a sale. And my husband is going to... He says to me, don't buy any more shoes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that translates to buy as many as you want.
Where are the shoes?
Yeah. Get as many shoes as you want. We've got plenty of space to put them in. Money is no object. That's what my mind translates to when he says, you got plenty of shoes, don't buy any more. So we go in there, and Joy, they not only have shoes, but they have them on sale.
Oh, no.
I buy a lot of shoes. I wish I could remember the number. It's like, again, it's on sale.
Yeah.
I want to say like 5 or 6. It's a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
And
love shoes, too. I have to admit. Yeah. I get you.
yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's, you know, just some of us, our personalities, we just love
Yeah.
shoes. But anyway,
Shoes, bags. Yeah. I'm on it. I'm bad about bags, so I.
yeah. And me too. I have to tell myself there's no
Mhm.
more bags.
Yes.
You can get a free
Absolutely.
bag if you buy $30 more. Well, I'll be right back. Let me go get my $30 pair of earrings or something. I'm
You're
gonna.
like,
I
Joy,
want that
stop
back.
it.
I know.
Stop it.
Like, stop it. Stop it. So we get ready to go to the car that's parked right in front of the
Mhm.
storefront. And it's an outdoor mall, so there's lots of stores. And so we had departed company with my husband. So I'm carrying all these bags, and I look at my mom because she's also got a ton of shoes. Great sale. And then I guess the reality of what the consequences of what I've done have hit. You know, you're happy as a lark trying them on, you know. Like, these are going to be so cute. And I look at her and I'm like, Mom, what am I going to do with all these shoes? Brian is going to wring my neck, you know.
Oh, goodness.
And this is why I say that maybe she's danced in the pale moonlight. Because she's like, hey, and you know, you're carrying a lot of bags.
Yeah.
And you know how
Mhm.
traditionally shoes come in boxes.
Right.
So we got all these boxes, bags with boxes. So she's like, let's take them out of the boxes and put them in our luggage. And I look at her and I'm like, you are brilliant. That-
wow.
Is so great. That's a great idea. I love it. It's the fall, so it's probably 75 or 80 degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't recall there being a car parked right beside us. So we go in that little area and we commence to taking out all those shoes out of the bags. When you're doing the shoes out of the boxes, they got the tissue paper.
Right.
And then a lot of times they'll have that cardboard insert to keep the front of the
Right.
shoe still in
Yep.
form as it's being
tags
packaged. Yeah.
and so forth. Yep.
We are like crazy people. You're seeing tissue paper up in the air flying, just constantly just going because we know that we need to do this Operation Hide Your Shoes before Brian
Nice.
gets back from his shopping endeavors.
Yes.
You know, so we're going to town. Here, give me that. At the same time that we're unpacking all our boxes
Yeah.
of shoes, we're also having to unpack the car
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and find
Mhm.
my pieces of luggage.
Right.
So you have to remember. So we're doing all this.
Yep.
Just crazy. Give me that bag. Hey,
Yep.
wait. I don't have any more bag. I don't have any room in this bag. Give me the carry-on luggage,
Right. Yeah,
the
exactly.
shoulder bag or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. Just going to town, going 80 miles an hour, throwing shoes everywhere. We finally, zzz, zzz, put everything back together. We pack the car back up. We're
Yep.
hot now. We got a little sweat to us. We're glistening in the sun
I need a little
of
water.
all that effort. I'm like,
That's right.
thirsty. Use a lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Then we look back at our brilliance and our cleverness, and we start to high five and celebrate. Like, yeah, it's great. I'll have to remember this for future endeavors and trips. And buy as much. I'm going to carry an empty bag next year so I can get clothes and shoes,
Just for this purpose.
watches, jewelry, everything. Just an empty bag, just for this Operation Hide Your purchase. And as we're congratulating each other, I start to pivot to look back at the storefront.
Yeah.
And then I continue to pivot my head. And over there, about 25 yards away, is my husband, who has watched us the whole time and is laughing hysterically with some
Oh,
strange
wow.
man who is also laughing at us. Because he said he was laughing so hard, he had to tell the man, because, he's by himself and he starts laughing.
Oh, my
He has to bring this stranger into our craziness and explain to him why this scene is so funny.
Oh, wow. That is
So,
awesome.
Operation Hide Your Shoes. It would have been, I think, a win,
Right.
but it was a loss. We
Oh,
got
wow.
defeated.
Well, wait. No, win. You got to keep the shoes, right? I mean, you didn't
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
I
take
kept the
those back.
shoes.
Come on. So it's a win.
I kept
It's
the
a
shoes.
win.
Like, I don't know if my husband thinks like when he tries to convince me not to do something, like she's gonna listen to me and not do it. Like in his mind, is that really?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, nope. It's translated as something else. We got plenty of room in your closet. I think what he did actually though, when we got home, I could be making this up in my mind, but I feel like he did go in there and count my shoes.
Oh, he did. Okay.
To say, hey, you've got XYZ number of shoes.
So the result, did you have to offload some shoes, or did you get to keep them all, or was he just wanting to give you a number? See, like,
I think he was wanting to be a butthole, but love you, babe. I think what I did end up, because I did want a place for every pair of shoes. I did
yeah,
get rid of some shoes.
Mhm. Hey, I'm there now, right? I end up keeping shoes, or coats and purses and all these things that I probably should have gotten rid of like months ago and months ago. So yeah,
It's harder now with the conditions that I now work in,
yeah,
because things don't get as many wear and tear on it.
right.
It's like those shoes I bought
Right.
3 years ago, like
Right.
with COVID and everything. I'm like, they look brand new. Well, I don't want to get rid of them, but I do
Yeah.
want some other ones.
yeah, exactly.
Because right now I'm into like the little Hey Dude shoes.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're so comfortable.
Oh, extremely comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like wearing house shoes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I have
Yeah.
a pair on right now. Black corduroy, little gray fur in the
Mm-hmm.
inside. It's so warm.
Yeah, you kind of turn me on to the ones that have the fur in the middle, and man, those are comfy. They're
so
warm.
light.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't hike anywhere. I don't.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Great to meet friends at lunch.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to tell that story because my mother's birthday's coming up next week. And it's important to me and my family, as well as her friends, to keep her memory alive. So I just wanted to share that funny story. So thank you.
Well, we certainly enjoyed that story today. And, we want all of you to remember that oftentimes we're in a spot where, we may feel like nobody really gets us. Nobody really understands where we are right now in our life and what we're going through. But many times it is the folks around us, our friends, parents, neighbors, the folks that oftentimes are closest to us that really do get us, and they really do know, and they've been there. They've done that. They're wise, and they've had memories too that they can share with us, and we can often learn from. So, definitely remember that and reach out to those folks. Hear their stories, and I'm sure they'd love to tell you about it. Remember, you are stronger than you think. Don't give up. If you feel overwhelmed and you can't do it on your own, reach out to a caring friend, pastor, or counselor. And if you feel like you've reached rock bottom, the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline has caring people available 24/7. They can be reached by dialing or texting 988.
Stay healthy, stay connected, and know that you matter. Till next time, friends.